Introducing the Canada-Germany Cities and Climate Change Research Brief. Climate change is one of the defining issues of the 21st century. Virtually every sector of society has a role to play in a problem as complex and transcendent as climate change. Canada and Germany both have a long history of action at the international, national, as well as the local levels. This research brief shines a light on these experiences and explores opportunities for multilateral cooperation. We're pleased to have 5 special guests to help to introduce the research brief and share their thoughts on climate change collaboration between Germany and Canada. Gino van Beggen, Secretary General, ICLEI, Local Governments for Sustainability. Mayor Lisa Helps from the City of Victoria, British Columbia. Madam Ambassador Sabine Sparwasser, Germany's ambassador to Canada. Deputy Mayor Ludvig ArtinGer from the city of Regensburg, Bavaria. And Mr. Ambassador Stéphane Dion, Canada's ambassador to Germany. And now for messages from our guests.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the Secretary General of ICLEI, Local Governments for Sustainability, it is my great pleasure to introduce to you the Cities and Climate Change Research Brief. This is a publication that results of the research that we carried out during 2021 and which is supported by the German Konrad Adenauer Stiftung. Through our research and this publication, you will learn of the key thematic policy and programming mechanisms that are currently used by local governments in both Canada and Germany to address effectively climate change. This research brief answers questions such as, what are promising practices in each country? How do the policies, programming, and practice compare or contrast? What makes them effective in Germany and in Canada? Or which elements or insights may be transferable from one country to another? With its 2,500 members and network cities, ICLEI stands for strong international, collaborative action between local and regional governments worldwide to tackle the climate emergency and to achieve climate neutrality globally. With this research brief, we hope to contribute to this aim and to underpin further collaboration between Canadian and German cities. Greetings from Bonn.
Hello, I'm Lisa Helps, the Mayor of Victoria, British Columbia in Canada, and it's my pleasure to speak about the importance of multilateral cooperation between cities and between all levels of government. We are facing the biggest crisis that our planet and our human species has ever faced. And it is only through working together that we're going to be able to solve these challenges at the pace at which we need to solve them. Not one city or state or national government is able to tackle these challenges alone, but cities working together with other cities in particular can scale up quickly, can learn from each other, can inspire each other, and can really tackle the biggest challenges that are facing our residents, our businesses, biodiversity in our cities, and so on. So I really value the opportunities to work with ICLEI and other organizations where I can learn from other mayors, other cities, and bring those practices from around the world right back home and implement them here in Victoria.
Cities are the hotspots of the effects of climate change and its risks, and they are a big part to their solution. This is one of the conclusions of the report that brought together results from 34,000 studies, and they were evaluated by 67 scientists from all over the world. Their call should be heard, even at a time when our attention is on Ukraine, is on COVID. We should not lose sight of the biggest danger to our planet. Our two countries, Germany and Canada, can do a lot together to face that challenge. The Prime Minister Trudeau and Chancellor Scholz recently met, and they committed to create a climate club and to take on the carbon price challenge. Germany and Canada are among the front runners, promoting progress in energy transition and decarbonization. Our scientists work extremely closely together in climate research, and I just want to flag that our research airplane Halo is right now taking up data and measuring climate change in the Arctic. ICLEI Canada provides an analytical set of policies and a forum for local authorities to discuss the best practices and locally adapted strategies to cope with climate change. I am very grateful for this initiative. I wish our cooperation the greatest success. May it reach many, many partners in your network and further beyond.
Hello, my name is Ludvig ArtinGer. I'm mayor of the city of Regensburg in Germany. Climate change and its consequences are one of the greatest challenges of our time. By actively participating in global climate protection, Regensburg assumes responsibility for the future. We've combined all activities related to energy and climate protection under the umbrella brand Green Deal Regensburg. In this context, we, as the city of Regensburg, have set ourselves ambitious climate goals. Till 2030, we want to reduce our greenhouse gas emissions by 65% compared to 1990. In addition, the city administration is to become climate neutral by 2030, followed by the entire city till 2035. In order to combine strengths, we established the Department of Climate Protection and Climate Adaptation under my leadership last year. Everyone has to do its part, but the fight against climate change does not end at the borders. Local actions have global effects. Only together we can maintain a future worth living for the next generations. Therefore, we need multilateral cooperations. Canada and Germany are working hard to mitigate climate change. We must continue to support and inspire each other by sharing ideas, entering into dialogue and mutual learning.
Mesdames et messieurs, meine Damen und Herren, to address the climate change crisis and its devastating effects, we need the full potential of our cities. It is at their level that many essential measures are decided and implemented, and this will increasingly be the case. However, no city can do this alone. They must work together within countries and between countries. They must learn from each other in order to identify best practices. In Canada, one of the instruments we have to this end is the Canadian Centre for Climate Services, set up by the Government of Canada in 2018, which provides municipalities with information and support to consider climate change in their decisions. The fact remains that the international cooperation of cities must be done much more intensively than it is the case today, especially between cities in countries that are politically decentralized, economically advanced, and champions of clean technologies such as Germany and Canada. Our two countries, Germany and Canada, have greatly increased their climate cooperation at the national level in recent years, for example, with their energy partnership of March 2021. This cooperation must also develop strongly between German and Canadian provinces and or länder, and between cities. This shows you how timely is the report we are launching today, entitled, as you know, Canada, Germany, Cities and Climate Change Research Brief. This report corresponds exactly to what needs to be done. Page after page, we read what German and Canadian cities need to learn from each other to perfect their best practices in reducing greenhouse gas emissions and combating against climate change in the areas of energy performance of buildings, mobility and transportation, just transition, and climate adaptation. Let me commend ICLEI and the Konrad Adenauer Foundation for commissioning this important report. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to participate in its very important launch today. I hope it will be widely read and studied. After all, what is at stake is neither more nor less than the reconciliation between humanity and the planet. Thank you, danke sehr, merci du fond du cœur.
We invite you to engage with the Canada-Germany Cities and Climate Change Research Brief. Before we close, the ICLEI team would like to thank the Konrad Adenauer Foundation. Without their support, this research would not have been possible. Thank you and goodbye.